Zelensky details Russian massive attack. Ukraine urgently calls for 20 Western air defense systems, and how Russian strategically important warehouse burns in Novosibirsk. The latest news next. Today, December 13th, Russia conducted another large-scale missile attack on Ukraine, firing 93 missiles, including cruise and ballistic missiles, and deploying nearly 200 drones as part of the assault, according to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He stated that this was one of the largest attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Preliminary data indicates that air defense systems successfully intercepted 81 missiles, including 11 cruise missiles destroyed by modern F-16 fighter jets.
This is Putin's idea of a peace plan, to destroy everything. This is how he envisions negotiations, by terrorizing millions of people. He has no limits in terms of missile range or access to components needed for their production.
According to the president, at least one of the missiles used by Russia was manufactured in North Korea, underscoring the international nature of Russia's military collaborations to sustain its campaign of terror. Zelensky called on the world to respond with a massive reaction to this act of aggression. He also noted that Putin continues to fund these attacks using revenue from oil sales to purchase missile components. Oil gives Putin enough money to believe in his impunity. The world needs a strong response, a massive reaction to a massive strike. Only this can stop terror, Zelensky emphasized. The president stressed that only increased sanctions and military support, including the provision of air defense systems like Patriot, can halt Russia's terrorism.
If leaders are afraid to respond or grow accustomed to terror, Putin interprets this as permission to continue. We need the patriots to shoot down these missiles and prove that terror will not succeed. Sanctions against Russia for the war must be intensified to impact their missile production directly.
Zelensky stated that words will not stop Putin. Strength is required to bring peace. He concluded the world can stop this madness, but first it must stop the madness in Moscow, which has been issuing orders for terror for over 20 years. Strength is needed. Ukraine is grateful to everyone who helps. This morning, Russia launched a massive attack, primarily targeting Ukraine's energy infrastructure. That's why Ukraine urgently requires deliveries of air defense systems, Andriy Sybiha, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, reports.
Massive Russian missile attack on Ukraine this morning, primarily targeting the energy system. Russia aims to deprive us of energy. Instead, we must deprive it of the means of terror.
The Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs also called on the West to urgently deliver 20 air defense systems, including NASAMS, Hawk or Iris-T. During the night, a massive fire broke out in Novosibirsk, resulting in the destruction of one of Russia's key strategic facilities, according to the head of the Center for Countering Disinformation, Andriy Kovalenko. He stated that a Russian military storage facility was destroyed in the fire. Kovalenko explained that the facility belonged to a Russian company that was supporting several critical sectors, including energy infrastructure and the production of explosion-proof equipment. Ukrainian land forces need changes and a modern approach to developing the capabilities of soldiers. The land forces of the armed forces of Ukraine should become an elite, says Mikhailo Drapati, commander of the land forces of the armed forces of Ukraine. According to him, first of all, it is necessary to change the attitude towards people. High-quality training of personnel involves reformatting programs and transforming training centers for faster, but at the same time, highly professional training, following the needs of the armed forces of Ukraine and the dynamics of the front.
The skills and abilities of our backbone, the infantrymen, should be as applied and practical as possible, without unnecessary lyrics, and the main carriers of this knowledge will be the NCO Corps with combat experience.
According to him, the land forces must be prepared for new security challenges, which is impossible without a transparent recruitment model.
Secondly, it is a technological advantage in the armament of the infantrymen. The land forces of the armed forces of Ukraine must become high-tech, flexible, and adaptive. The elite. I'll refrain from going into details for now. We will work here together and in a coordinated manner with the team of the General Staff, the President of Ukraine, the Ministry of Defense and other ministries, our rear, volunteers and foundations.
In addition, there are plans to optimize management process. We need maneuverability and efficiency in the administrative apparatus. This will be achieved through organizational changes and digitalization. The emphasis is on logistics and training, Drapati wrote. He stated that the main goal is to critically review the structure of the time spent by officers on clerical work to find a more useful use of the freed up resources.
To summarize, people, technology, and transparent management are the focus of attention that will be implemented in the land forces of the armed forces of Ukraine. I received support for this from the Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. There will be changes.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe.